Happy Kansas Day! Today we're going to chat about some cool facts about Kansas that you may or may not know about. First off, happy birthday, Kansas. 164 birthdays to be precise. Today we have an easy job. We're talking about some maybe not so well-known Kansas Day facts, so let's just get started.
Did you know that the original Constitution for the state of Kansas would have extended the state borders to the continental divide? Ugh, even I have trouble saying that word. The continental divide at the foot of the Rocky Mountains.
Interesting.
And speaking of Kansas boundaries, did you know that there have been several Supreme Court cases over the Kansas state boundaries? This happened because the Missouri River was changing course and serious erosion to the land. Naturally, this gave rise to disputes between Missouri and Kansas as to where their borders began and ended. And this did cause the Supreme Court to step in and resolve the issue.
Two states seem to always be fighting over something in the early days, including a fight over Goose Island, a little jutty of land near the Kansas City downtown.
I guess some things never change.
Right. Now, these cases were all around the 1900s, I presume?
Yes. I do see someone did their homework.
Yes, in a previous life, I was required to do this.
Ah, the previous life.
So what's next? What do you have next?
Well, as you know, Kansas is more than just land, fields, and boundaries. It has a beautiful sky filled with stars, as we see every spring. And did you know that Clyde Tombaugh, the astronomer who discovered Pluto, grew up in Kansas and was a KU graduate?
Rock chalk. He built his first telescope when he was young and discovered 14 other minor planets throughout his lifetime.
And speaking of space, did you know that Kansas lays claim to several NASA astronauts? We have Nick Hague, Joe Engle, Stephen Hawley, and Ronald Evans. Ed Dwight was also a candidate for the first Apollo mission, and in 2021 became an honorary member of the Space Force when he did in fact travel to space.
Hopefully we've piqued your interest enough to do some of your own research into Kansas history. One publication that we produce here at the office is called Kansas Then and Now. It's full of interesting facts geared more towards younger students to teach them about the rich history that our state has. Now, we always tell them, the kids who stop at our booth at the state fair, study this up, and on Kansas Day you'll get an A. So I'd like to hear how you did.
The one day when being a nerd is acceptable.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and again, happy Kansas Day.